So interacting for 5 years, interacting with scammers, with police, with abusers, with narcissists, I'm seeing the common denominators in their behaviors, and how, like America, all the policies are made to avoid solving a problem, to exacerbate it, and then to have lawyers get rich off of it. That's why cops keep saying it's a civil matter. So and then the scammers and the abusers all play the same exact behavior. They're all in line with provoking, to create evidence that then do so much of it. They're organized together. So then right now, Alan said, thank you, Alan, for that insight. He's saying he's going to file restraining order. I said, well, if you file restraining order in front of a judge, you can answer why you're motivated to prove me incapable when you're saying you never spoke to Anita and Albert because I don't have kids. He says, and I'll read the statement here, what he said. He says, you right here. You are not as smart as I thought you were. If I go to court for a restraining order, a judge will only hear evidence about your harassing behavior and will shut you down in regard to anything else. They flooded. That's what the squatter was doing. The cops would tell me, we're getting so many reports, we don't listen. All the people who don't listen to me, because they're flooded with all the false reports, they keep provoking, they keep using my responses to fabricate against me, and the psychologist evaluation said that. They've been telling me, Sam started 2021 when my sister started, passed, Sam, her husband, started with this thing, what is your diagnosis? Saying get evaluation. The evaluation says that you're manipulating, the family's manipulating people's perception of me, which is what Alan across the street was saying. The first thing he asked after Albert started talking to him is, what's your diagnosis? The diagnosis is CPTSD is what you caused. Asking daily, go see a psychiatrist. The cops, encouraging the cops, making false 911 calls daily. Keep poking at the sore to provoke an arrest, to make you angry, and then use that your anger, so we don't trust you because you're angry. I am the way I am because of what you've been doing to me for working hard 5 years, organizing with Alan, with Neda, with Tanya, and all the conversations, recordings show that. You keep poking. The other day, that dirty cop, he's stopped me, and Frankie's on the passenger side, and he goes right up to Frankie. Frankie wants to protect me as barking at him, so he comes up even closer. They provoke a response, and they use that against you. So was 911. 911 was a provocation to have excuse for what? False 911 calls, keep provoking, poking at the sore, to create evidence, to create more hatred, to profit from it. Cops say, we don't mind going out there. That's what we get paid for. And then Anita uses that to put mom, remove her capacity because too many 5151 holds because of false 911 calls that they keep encouraging. It can easily be solved with an operator answering it, or them refusing to answer the police when she calls and says that the neighbors are interfering with a reception. Right? But they don't mind. They don't want to solve it. That's what they exploit her condition and her Munchausen by proxy, her sadistic tendencies towards me. Mom cares for me a lot. It's obvious in what she says, but for her needs. That's what Munchausen by proxy is. Look up Teal Swan, Doll Syndrome. Look up Jordan Peterson, The Devouring Mother. The mothers who have children for their own use, to use as torture dolls, to abuse, constantly talking about the neighbors. And that's why Anita doesn't want me selling this house. She likes mom calling to police about and complaining about the neighbors. Her own mom, my sister, passed hearing mom complain about the neighbors. Mom herself says she misses Alice for that purpose. That she's not there for me to abuse anymore about the neighbors. Though Anita is like that. Anita enjoys abusing me. The whole extended family is. The cops are like that. Organized targeting, civil harassment. Been going on 5 years. It's sadistic. It involves law enforcement, APS. Nobody wants to be fact-checked. The only way to fact-check is with an attorney to a lawyer, and they got so much evidence that they've collected my responses to the 5 years of harassment, of poking at the sword. My responses to poking at the sword, because the police aren't stopping them. The police themselves are committing the crime against the Constitution. The Constitution guarantees me life, liberty, property. Police are sworn to abide by the Constitution, uphold the Constitution, and Article 6, Section 2 says no laws shall be made in violation of the Constitution, but they are violating, saying it's the policymakers, it's the lawmakers, we're just enforcing it. You enforcing it is a violation of the Constitution. You obey those laws are violations of the Constitution. So that's no excuse. Cops should not be using their authority, their badges, their guns, their handcuffs, their uniforms to keep provoking people and helping fentanyl dealers take property to sell fentanyl, take abusive family members, put elderly in 5150 holes, to take away their capacity, and the mom is there. She has no phone to access to call me. Alan doesn't care. Back then, him and his wife, Julie, kept saying, did you take the phone, yes or no? So that's obvious, Alan, you don't care about mom having a phone because she doesn't have one to call for help now, and there's been complete blackout. We don't know what's going on. So it's obvious you don't care, Alan, about the phone. You're just using that to fabricate evidence against me, corroborating with Albert and Anita and Julie, and then Tanya getting me arrested, playing gang music on her phone, the same thing the squatter was playing, and got me arrested to provoke my arrest.